Oh, we return. You guys, the ball will end in a couple hours, so you only have a little bit more time in this setting before it'll close up, um, and we head on to the next day of fighting. So, what do you do?
Oh.
What do you think? How are you feeling, Ash?
Dressed.
Mm-hmm. Is this a stress you're trying to hide, or is it very obvious?
Yeah, can I roll to see if I notice?
I'm trying to keep my cool.
You're trying to keep
Okay.
it cool? Okay, roll a deception check, Ash, and then roll an insight
Wait.
check, Dell.
Let me get my sheet up.
I gotta see what. I got an 8.
8. Okay, so your deception is 9. You have a +1 to deception. And then Dell, your insight is +1. So roll higher
Okay,
than a
cool.
9.
Please don't.
Or don't.
So I got a 15 plus what?
+1.
1?
Mm-hmm. So
Your hubby always knows.
Oh my god.
So you see that Ash is stressed. I think also in this moment, Ash, have you looked away from the Reaper, or are you still staring
Yes.
at the artifact?
I have looked away.
You've looked away. You've looked back at your group.
Yes.
So Dell, you've seen this like pause, like out of the corner of your eye. You've seen Ash like look at something, focus on it for just a moment too long to be scanning, and then do this like panic turn away, like don't. This is fine, this is normal, but it's so quick that someone else might have like missed it, but you see it out of the corner of your eye, and you can tell that something like you could tell when they sat down that there was something they wanted to say, and you can now tell that there is something else, like something has happened in the few seconds between you talking with Romy and Ash, and from like in this, it's a brief moment, but something has happened and you don't know what it is.
Okay. So Dell's gonna look at Ash and go, Ash, darling, is there anything you'd like to add?
You gotta give me a second to think of what I'm gonna start with. So I'm trying to decide which one of my 2 points I'd like to dive into first.
Is Ash saying that, or
No,
like, are
this
you
is-
just okay?
This is Hannah.
Me saying this. This is me also having a crisis. Because
Real.
what do I tell you first? Like, Ash is gonna take a really, really deep breath. You know? Very extremely deep breath. Say, there's a couple things on my mind. You know, just thinking with certain things. Nothing too crazy. Can I ask you a hypothetical question?
Dell is going to make eye contact with Romy of like you're seeing this shit too, right?
Romy
like
gives
a
a side eye and squints at Ash.
ask away.
Okay. Hypothetically speaking, of course, if, say, you know, this crazy question here, hypothetical. Say someone that you met very recently, were to ask you to help them help someone else. Say, I don't know, overthrow a government or something crazy like that. How would you react? Hypothetically, if that were to happen. I just think this is a good icebreaker, you know? Like
For the first time ever, for the first time in this entire campaign, Dell is speechless. He has nothing to say. He's like shocked.
Romy's
yeah,
kind of
I know, it's crazy, but just, you know, I think it's important as like friends that we know what we would do in this situation, you know? Just trying to learn more about you.
You can tell this is not a hypothetical. It's very obvious.
You're really bad at lying, Ash. Just
I don't know what you're on about.
I'm just putting it out.
I don't know what you're on about. I said
Perhaps leave the
hypothetical.
deception to me.
I said hypothetical. You have no
Right.
reason to believe that this is not a hypothetical question.
So, hypothetically, are you asking us to overthrow a government?
Hypothetically, how would you react?
Hypothetically, I'm always down to overthrow a government, but like I don't really.
Okay,
Who
but like
asked you this?
hypothetically, would it be like a positive or a negative reaction?
Suppose it depends on the government? What hypothetically, what government are we overthrowing?
let's say perhaps it was Sylvania.
What?
Hypothetically.
Sylvania.
I'm,
Sylvania.
I'm just hypothetically. Would you have a positive or a negative reaction? That's all I need you to tell me right now.
I'm also looking at my backstory to make sure that I don't have anything with Sylvania.
Sylvania is the vampire country, so it's run by like a oligarchy of vampires. It's fairly closed off from all of the other countries. Very few vampires will actually go out and do business. The one that you know of is Lady Veta, who goes out and does business. There's like a few
Do
others.
you know? Sorry. Do you know who runs Sylvania?
Are you asking?
Yes.
Else I don't remember.
It's five dudes that you're like, Veta says that it's five guys. She said four, and then she made like a
Five
really
guys.
like nasty face and then said five, as if there's
Mhm.
fifth person she does not fucking like.
Okay.
From like your, hold on, actually roll a history check for me. Yeah, roll a history check for me. Actually,
I
if
got a
all
6.
of you want to roll a history check for me,
That'd be great.
you can
I
also
rolled
roll
a
religion.
19.
19.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
I rolled a 20.
Okay. So we're back on track with Ash rolling terribly. Um
This is
It's
right when
funny.
I didn't need that.
okay.
Real.
So, yeah, you know that it's an oligarchy. I wouldn't think that your characters remember the exact names of them just because they were never important, just because
So
you've
let-
never gone
So
to
like in my
Sylvania.
in my hypothetical question, if I just say, like some dudes,
Yeah.
whatnot,
Some dudes.
I could. Okay.
Okay, Romy, I am gonna give you this for your 19. You know that in Sylvania there is another one of the monasteries. This one worships, like, not worships, but is like surrounded by like to follow like a lich, which is a wizard who has given up his soul and become very powerful and probably not the greatest. But you've never met anyone from this monastery. Dell, you, with that 20, you know all of the stuff that you would in your document just immediately. You also know, I'm going to give you more of the like religious information. You know, because you also know that Ash is a cleric of death. Sylvania does not have a good relationship with death. A lot of them are undead, so they kind of stand like against death. Like they're not fans of death. Death is not a fan of them because they've essentially like broken the natural cycle. They're supposed to be dead, and therefore death wants them dead. So you know that like it makes sense for a cleric of death to be like, hey, let's overthrow the government of the people my goddess hates. But you're also like, this isn't their own decision.
Asking a hypothetical question.
It's a
So
hypothetical question. So like they did not come to this decision to overthrow the vampire government for their goddess by themselves. Someone else. And with this 20, you also know Lady Veta is one of like you know that Lady Veta has to be from Sylvania. She's an incredibly wealthy vampire. You already clocked her at the beginning of like when you first met her that she's very wealthy. She's obviously a part of the nobility of Sylvania. Sylvania has its oligarchy and it has a handful of nobles and then basically no one else. So if you're not in part of the oligarchy, which is like the five dudes that run it, or like the very few nobles who do not have any political power really, you don't have any fucking money.
That sucks.
So that you know a little bit of religious stuff. We also know of the monastery that's in Sylvania. You're not certain if this is directly connected to it because your monasteries don't really mess with the governments of people. They kind of stay to their own. Like they'll talk with each other, but they don't really mess with their like the places that they're in, basically.
Okay. Forget I said I was down to overthrow a government.
Well, you can overthrow a government. It's just like
Yes,
not
I
like
know.
yeah.
But I was like, yes, anarchy, bitch.
It's like
But that
it's not
doesn't
that
really
they're
make any sense.
yeah.
So, never mind.
So they don't really mess with it, but you can mess with it because clearly your monastery has its own situation. So, but it's also not the mission that you are trying to go on, as far as you're aware right now.
Yeah, it's true.
So that is the knowledge. Ash, some fucking dudes run it. Veta doesn't like one of them in particularly.
yeah.
Also, you do know that your goddess does not like Sylvania. That's just like lore knowledge from like any book about
Yeah.
Score Hell that you've ever read.
Yeah.
So that's where we return to.
Okay. I can't. Yeah, it's just some like dudes and what. Now that's not important. We don't have to go into the details. I really just need to know. Like, I really like. Well, not, I don't need. I just would really like to know if, like, how would you react to that question, hypothetically?
Consider
Hypothetically, do you want to overthrow?
No, this is a
government of
hypothetical.
Slovenia?
Hypothetically, how would you react?
Hypothetically, that's not an answer.
No.
so
I just need you to
hypothetically,
answer this
we're
one question
all-
for me. I just need you to do this one thing for me. This is like, please just answer the question.
once we finish what we've done, hang on, retry. Once we've finished here, I wouldn't be opposed for another adventure.
I've kind of got shit to do. Hypothetically,
But that wasn't what I was asking. Like,
all right.
I wasn't like,
Hypothetically, are we overthrowing this government alone?
you know what? This isn't working. Let's just forget this hypothetical question.
I don't really want to forget this hypothetical
No, like,
question.
let's
now that
just
you've asked
forget
me.
it,
No, I
'cause
feel
I-
like
No,
I
don't
actually
worry.
wanted to not
No,
forget
I
the
have another.
hypothetical
I have a
answer.
different question. Can I ask a different question, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you guys help me help Lady Veta overthrow the Sylvania government,
I can't. All right.
please?
For the second time this campaign.
Wait,
Dell
does
is
Romy even know her
just-
name?
Yes, Romy does know her name. Ivan's mentioned it before. He's said that Lady Veta
Oh,
and
right.
him made a deal, and you know that Lady Veta is Ivan's sponsor. Bell's
Yeah,
speechless.
I know. It's yeah. Crazy stuff. I know.
Unrelated and totally unimportant question. Is Ivan helping throw the government?
Yeah, maybe, surely. I mean, I didn't get around to asking.
I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Why do you want to overthrow the Sylvania government?
That's a better question.
I just. Yeah, you know.
So actually, we don't.
Right.
To me, too.
Huh?
No, I don't know. I'm just here, guys.
Is there a good
yeah,
reason? Did she give you a reason?
Well, there's just like the guys, and like there's something bad. And, like,
Guys?
there's like the guys, and there's
Guys.
there's like the
Oh, boy.
guys, and there's like this thing
So
that like they
maybe this will be a little helpful.
have-
I believe that the word you're looking for is the 5 vampire counts.
yeah, the guys,
Yes.
yeah, the guys.
You don't
Huh?
even know what you're getting yourself into, huh?
You have no idea.
All right, that
She
convinces me.
asked
I'm going. You're not doing this alone
Oh,
with
God.
Lady Veta of all people. I mean, she's hot, but
I don't think that has anything to do with this.
it has everything to do with
okay,
it.
okay.
I really
So
don't
that's
think it-
one yes, Romy. Please. This is the only thing I'll ask of you ever, please. Your little boyfriend will be there, maybe.
He's not my. Okay.
I don't
no,
care.
All right. He's
Definitely
not my
your boyfriend.
He's definitely not my boyfriend.
You
Okay.
guys could
Um,
hang out more and spend more time with each other and get
Don't
to know
worry,
each other.
Ash.
Okay,
It's just
great.
they get shy about talking about that with their parents.
Shy? You think I'm shy?
We're moving. This is off topic now. Romy, please. What? Just it's like
Do you know how fucking stupid this is?
I've done worse.
yeah.
Worse than overthrow the Sylvanian government?
Well, it
Definitely quirkier things for sure.
yeah. So like
Uh,
you'll come with?
Romy's taking a second. They're like kind of realizing like, okay, if I go with Ivan,
Because like also everyone thinks everyone thinks that you're like our adopted child, and so I feel like if we just like left you and went and did this, it'd be like kind of a bad look on everyone.
Yeah, fine.
and-
Yeah, fine.
Great.
Huzzah!
Great. That's so great.
Perfect.
I'm so glad that we have established this.
This is
Also,
what we're gonna fucking do.
I think
Also.
someone here is gonna die, but that's that's besides the point.
What have I been
Don't-
saying?
and
What
then
have I been saying?
Aren't we all dying
That's
slowly?
well, yes, but someone is. I have reason to believe that someone will be dying in the imminent future.
In the what?
Like soon,
Yeah.
and
Something
There's
to
old
add to
people
that.
here.
I may have heard that you're not the only one who has that thought process. I'm very, very curious to hear why you think that. Considering you didn't mention anything like 10 minutes ago when I told you before we came here. By the way, Romy, somebody's gonna die.
All right. Well, first of all, I don't believe you. Second of all,
you don't believe that. You don't believe me.
how the fuck do you?
I've just got this intuition, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's just like a gut feeling, really.
A gut feeling. We are at like a thing for fighting. Someone
Yeah,
might die.
but like,
There's a couple old people over there.
but like, someone's gonna die, though. Actually,
There's
so like,
there's trouble afoot, if you will. Things are not what they seem.
Well, I mean, clearly,
and,
I don't.
and someone's gonna die. Like I'm,
And-
like
and
I'm
it's gonna
telling you
kill
this.
someone.
Like
You're
I'm telling you this, that somebody's gonna die.
All right. I don't believe you.
Well, that's really interesting.
That's okay. That's your prerogative. Tell you what, take care of yourself. Actually, while we're here, Dell is going to take off his magical ring, his magical item, and he's going to hand it to Romy.
What? What is this?
Hold
It
on.
is. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, you can go ahead and tell, and
character.
I'll send the.
It's a magical item. It's a little ring. It's like silver. It's got a blue little gemstone. We'll send it to you. And when it's an enchanted item. Oh wait, I'm gonna be Dell now. Hang on. Keep this with you. This ring will mean that you will not be affected by any sort of movement spells, paralysis.
Is this cheating?
Everyone does it.
Sorry, I really like that you like whispered that, even though like
In the bubble.
I don't.
No paralysis. No slowing down. It's just to make sure that nobody can tamper with you while you're fighting.
Good. Great idea.
One condition, though, if you're taking this, I'm gonna need it back after the fight.
Oh my god, sorry, I just got an alarm go off. Oh my god.
It's okay. It's
Alright.
okay.
It's a virus.
I'm gonna need it back after the fight.
Good thing we're
It's
in the same place.
yes, exactly. It's mine, but
Just
it's
have
for
to take
you,
birth control.
so you don't die.
I mean,
So
thank
why don't you believe me though? Like, just could you believe me though? Because someone's gonna die.
I have literally no reason to believe you.
How about you believe because
Random
Ash
fire
here
directly
is
telling
your
me I'm gonna die.
trusted
What?
not only guardian but also sponsor. You gotta trust your parents.
Yeah.
My parents.
You know,
You're not my parents.
I just know
I just-
things.
Do you? How do you know things? I'd love to know. Is there something you're not telling me? Can I roll an insight check?
You've got.
Wait, also, Dell knows.
Yeah, Del knows.
Yeah, he does.
Del- Del
I don't
knows,
want to like
But
ruin
Del
it.
hasn't said anything.
No, I'm like-
and
I'm
Ash
like
has
trying
not
to
said
think-
anything about it either.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like trying to think of like how I would say that out loud. Like, what would I even say? Like, hey, I
Like,
may or may not be a cleric of death, so
I could just call Death up on the phone. Why
let's
don't you
just say that-
call Death up?
let's say that I like maybe I just go for that. You know?
I rolled a 16.
You rolled a 16. +4. Okay, so
Great.
Ash,
Am I
do
gonna
you
have to say
want
anything?
to roll a deception check?
You know what? It's probably gonna be
It's worth a
shit
shot.
anyways.
Okay.
So
But it's worth a shot.
Like,
it's worth a shot.
It's up to you. You do have to roll higher than a 20.
Okay, I got a 15.
So
So I'm assuming it didn't work.
yeah, you add a +1 to that, so you rolled a 16, which is lower
Great.
than a 20.
Great. So So what do I now not have to say?
Romy doesn't know that you're a cleric of death because they wouldn't recognize it. Just because they've never seen it. They know that there's something like in that insight, with like their experience, like living in the monastery, they can very much sense that there's something like off now that they've actually focused on you and like looking into you. They can tell that there's something off. There's something like off. There's something like not quite like what they would expect to look into you because you don't like you're not covered in bones and skulls and your scythe isn't out and they're holding it.
Yeah,
Like
correct.
you're not trying to be like, ah yes, I am.
Yes. I am
So
homies with death.
I am homies with death. Death is my homie.
But
I
I'm
have
about to
death
say
on
that out
speed
loud,
dial.
so
Like a worshiper or something like you get your power from someone, most likely a god or a goddess, but they don't know who just because they wouldn't recognize it just because since you've been with your parents and then in on the monastery, neither one of those two would make those connections. Not in the
okay.
sense that they would know, but they do know that you're like a cleric, like you get your power from someone. They
Gotcha.
just can't know who yet just because they wouldn't know, otherwise I would give it to you and just be like they know, but they wouldn't.
Okay. So they don't know unless I tell them.
They don't know unless you tell them,
Or unless I tell them.
or you have a husband.
Oh, this is
A very
see, now we
toxic
have to
husband.
decide. We have to decide if you want to let it slip or if I'm about to be like, I'm homies with.
If you want, we can do both. And just bear with me. We'll play
Okay.
the scene and you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
You're
Romy,
good.
you
Yeah,
go.
Romy, do you want to?
Oh yeah. Is there something you wanna tell me? Or...
Ooh, Ash, darling, I think the jig might be up. Might be time to tell her what we all already know.
Well, I mean, clearly we all don't. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh. So, I mean, crazy say, like, crazy stuff.
Mm.
Say I've, like, had, like, some sort of, like, personal connection to, death or whatnot.
So Ash is a cleric of death.
That, basically, thank you.
I mean, okay.
So that's how I know that somebody's gonna die.
Well, I
'Cause
believe you now.
That's thank you. I'm really glad.
The honesty really
I'm really glad that I had
does
to
make
reveal something deep and personal
everything
about myself
work
for you to believe
better.
me.
We're bonding.
Yes. So someone's gonna die. Anyways, does
Well,
anyone else
then-
have anything to add to this conversation? I feel like I've been talking a lot, you know?
You know what? I'll let you have a rest.
Thank you.
So everyone, someone's gonna die. That we know for sure.
Mhm.
There have been some other happenings that have been going on a little bit. I've had some conversations with some people, and I have figured out what our next step should be. I'm
Okay.
thinking we need to find Sheila Daniels.
Who?
The
Sheila
made-up character that Romy, that Del made up 6
Yeah.
hours ago.
Wait, can I like
You
this
mean-
is Hannah talking. Was I there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
were
was
there.
there
when-
too, right?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
were
I was
already
there when
was-
this character
was
was made up.
Dell's impromptu RP
Okay,
session.
we're back.
You know who this
We're-
is, and you're like,
Yeah.
We're back.
We need to find Sheila Daniels.
Aren't you?
Sheila Daniel. Oh,
What?
okay.
Have you like had a little too much to drink, or like you need?
Drinking hours ago. Can't you tell? I'm fully composed.
Okay, so that's just how you are normally. So she
Trying to understand what the issue is.
Sheila Daniels isn't like you made up Sheila Daniels. It's not like unless they're like a celebrity or something I don't know about. I don't what's
Oh, shit. This is Dell, by the way. I am saying this. Guys, I think I
Oh.
birthed Sheila Daniels.
Oh. Oh, that's what he meant.
A crazy debrief we're having right now,
I
guys.
see.
So Sheila Daniels, right? Moving right along from there. Sheila Daniels is actually the name of the person in charge of all of the prizes this year.
Romy is currently like listing through everything that they've made up or said, and just like being like, "Is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Is this happening?"
So if anyone were to know where that came from, and he's gonna point to the heart artifact, it's gonna be Sheila Daniels. Believe it or not.
Do we know what Sheila Daniels looks like?
Nope, I didn't say it.
You just do remember that Sheila Daniels is supposedly into Dell. The one piece of information that Dell Fisher created was that Sheila Daniels existed
Fisher.
and that they were into Dell.
Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna be cursed.
So, you
I
said
think-
event organizer?
I don't remember if it was an event organizer or
Yeah, essentially part of the board of directors, the event organizers.
Okay.
She
okay,
just
okay.
Nim specifically said that she was the one that curated the prizes for this year.
I'm gonna be honest, everyone looks the same. I don't know who is in charge.
well, that is why we've been having you get to know people. You and I and Ash, all of us, have our connections and people to ask. So,
Okay.
we need to find Sheila Daniels.
Wait, why do we need to find Sheila Daniels?
Because if anyone's going to have answers about this thing, it's going to be her.
About that?
Yes.
Okay.
Just win it. Come on
Well,
now.
well, technically I can, but
I have no doubt that you can and will. Hear that? Will! Romy will win
Okay.
the gladiator
Alright, we don't need to-
competition.
Okay, we don't need to yell. Wait, we're in the rune. Are we splitting up?
Maybe for once, we should try teamwork.
I think that's a great idea.
Oh lord.
I think you're onto something there, me.
I think sticking together would be great.
Yes, I would like to keep my
Especially
eye
with-
on everyone here, just in case.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
There's a lot more going on, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Yes.
All right, awesome. So you know that the ball has started to wrap up. You've seen that like, people have started to like disperse. There's a little bit less instead of all of the sponsors and the audience and all of the directors and everyone who could possibly attendance. People have started to like leave and go off on their own. It's getting a little bit late. You see that a lot of the fighters have already started to turn in, since early to bed, early to rise. It gives more time in the morning, especially anyone who's going to fight in tier 2. So Spoke and Spike haven't left, but the other people that Spoke and Spike had introduced Romy to, or like pointed out to Romy to, that were also in like that tier level 2, have all dispersed because they're going to fight tomorrow. So Romy, you see Spoke and Spike are over in the corner. No, hold on, wait. You see Spoke is over in the corner because he's the easiest one to spot because he's the most flamboyant. See he's like gesturing massively, like putting on like a whole little performance. You don't see Spike initially, but you've hung out with the two of them that you know that Spike like is probably in that general direction, just not like right up next to his not twin. Lady Veta is still at that table. Ivan is next to her, but you can still see that he's like watching the dance floor, waiting for you to come back. Or
Sorry. Keep going.
Ash, you do see that as you guys like stand up and start rounds around the room, talking with people and like introducing yourself to people. You do see that Lady Veta does find you and catches your gaze, but she does not do anything else. And that sense of like, it's like I still have
Of
my
course
eye
she
on
finds
you.
me.
She does.
She's always looking at me.
But she's your mom.
But she does not
Still on
approach
that
you.
train.
You still have to give her an answer at some point, but she does not seem particularly like concerned or worried. She's just very much enjoying herself, just watching the ballroom, and then Ivan's next to her and kind of just floating between her and the ball. Nim has left. She's it got too, like, more than likely it got too much for her, and she's like, nope, done with my socialization for the day. This is a lot of people. Bye. And she's probably gone off. You assume that that's probably back either to where like the fighters are, into the recreation area where she like mentioned that she likes to like sit down with all of her books and everything. Who else? You do see Inez is still here. Taru has left. Inez is still here. She's doing like her little hop between sponsors and talking with people. Who else would you remember? A couple of the higher level fighters are still here. You do see that a couple of like the ones that you were pointed out as higher level fighters are very drunk and look like it, and you see their sponsors are starting to like go over to them and try to like corral their fighters into not being as drunk as they are or making a mess. And there's still people mingling. Other fighters are talking with like still the audience. You don't know what the directors look like, and it does not look like they've got anything to like a badge or a pin that's like, ah, yes, I am a director of it. So you're not certain who's audience, who's directors. So you've got near the stage where there's a group of people, you've got like in between the tables, you've got the food table, you've also got like the dance floor, but the dance floor does seem to be occupied primarily by people who are dancing and not so much like chit-chatting with like people that they don't know. So and then you've got like your big old loop of tables that you can walk around and see if you can find someone or find someone who knows someone. Then you do remember
Question:
that.
Can you guys hear me crunching on this cereal, or am I
No.
good?
No.
No, you're
Great.
good.
So you do know that Inez has been here the longest of like the sponsors that you immediately recognize.
Oh, I love
Inez has been
her.
here for 5 years. 5 years ago was that first time that someone got murdered. And then Lady Veta is the other sponsor that she recognized. She was here last year. So those are the two, and those are like the history of them that you know. Oh, and then Barb is here, a name sponsor. She's still here. You recognize her.
Okay.
You never actually met her, but you were like, you do know who Barb is. So she's an orc lady, and she seems to be having a good time. Maybe just like a touch drunk, but not like causing chaos drunk. Just a little bit like swaying on her feet a little bit, but she seems to be having a good time with like the people that she's talking to. So where do you want to go? Who do you want to meet?
I want to go ask Lady. I wanna see Lady Veta and ask about this whole government overthrow thing. That's what
See,
I
I feel as if we should not do that.
want.
Because
Do owe the
Because-
woman an answer.
oh shit, you do owe the woman an answer, don't you?
I haven't told her yes.
Okay, if we go to talk to Lady Veta, can we still talk to Inez?
Yeah, you've got time. So
Okay.
who do you want to go to first? They're on like essentially opposite sides of the room, basically. And Ez is flitting between people, and Lady Veta is just chilling like she always does. Just very casual, very unbothered.
Do I notice that Lady Veta has clocked Ash?
Roll me perception.
I will.
Hope you do.
I got a 15 again. I don't know what my perception thing is though.
Perception is
Oh, plus
1 to
1.
16.
16.
Here's a question. Would she be hiding this? I don't think she would be hiding this. So you're lucky because she has into deception.
Thank fucking God. Holy shit.
Okay.
That makes sense.
She did roll, like, I just rolled like a d20 flat just to see what she would get. She did roll a 9, so you do see it. But you also see with that higher roll than her, you do see that she's not trying to hide it. Like, she's unbothered. Like, she's fully chilled the fuck out. Like, she asked someone to overthrow the government with her, and she's not.
And also,
worried.
it's just looking at me. She's
Yeah,
just
looking at
me.
you and then like looked away, like in that sense of like
Okay.
I make eye contact with you, so she's not like staring you down. She made eye contact,
But she made
and
like
looked away.
deliberate eye
Yeah.
contact. Okay.
So, but you can also see she's not like rushed, like fully like relaxed.
Yeah.
She's having, well, not a good time, but she's there. She's chilling. Her cup is refilled with, you don't know where she's getting this from because it's not on the table. So.
Okay. So Del will lean over and just be like, it's all right to leave her waiting. In fact, it's fashionable. How about we go speak to Inez, and he'll say that to everyone. She's been here the longest.
I want to go.
You did you say you don't want to go?
Wherever y'all want to go.
Oh, slay.
I am down.
Well, Romy, what do you think?
As long as we talk to Vampire Lady tonight.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Romy,
I love
now that
talking
you
to her.
have agreed to this and it's too late to back out.
I don't think we can back out.
It's
It
definitely too late. It's
It
way
is.
too late, right, Ash? Yeah, it's way too
Yeah.
late.
Okay.
Maybe we should go talk to her first, so then you really can't back out.
All I'm saying is, you need to do me a favor here, Romy. You can't do me dirty in front of my girl, Inez. She thinks you're our child. She thinks we found you in the woods.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You can't do me dirty.
You
Okay,
have to
so
play
you
along.
found
You have
me
to
in
play
the
along.
woods.
And we
Yes.
trained you everything you know.
You?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
Us.
Yes, the two of us together, yeah.
Yeah.
Combined.
You guys trained me.
That we
Yes,
did.
everything you know. Absolutely everything.
You guys know I know more than melee, right?
Well, see,
And everything you know we trained you in.
the awkward thing is here, Romy, is, melee's my weak spot, one might say. So let's go talk to Inez!
Yeah.
And he'll, like, put his arms around both of them and just kind of, like, try to sweep them along.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yeah. Totally.
Cool. So Inez, she sees you approaching because you're very hard to miss with the lot of you. She's in this like she's a tiefling. She has really dark red skin, big old horns, and she's in this like black dress that contrasts her skin really nicely. It's like a dark velvet with like little lace trimmings. It's not like overtly fancy. It's like a little bit more on the side of casual. More so dinner partying than like big fancy ball gown. But she's like draped in jewelry, like any surface that she could, draped in it. Lots of gold. You see lots of like dark sapphires, deep rubies. Like she's just having a good time in every single piece of jewelry she owns because she's gonna show off and she's gonna look great. So and she is in a pair of heels, so she is like I think she's about like 5'7" because she's normally like 5'5". She's not a tall lady. So you all pretty much do look down on her.
She's everything to me.
Is she the one with the like husband or something that knows
Yeah.
we're lying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
She's
she
the only one.
fully
She
believes you.
believes. Yeah, she fully believes us.
She fully believes
Is he
you.
there?
He is not there. He's left already.
Thank God.
And then she's
I know, right?
spoke sponsor. So you've heard Romy, you've heard like Inez's name and Taru's name before, but you haven't met them, but you know that they're spoken spike sponsors.
Romy is hanging back behind Ash and Dell,
Mhm.
just watching.
Yeah.
Ash was also
Worst
slightly
dressing
behind
bitch face
Del.
ever.
It's just a line. It's just Ellen.
Yes.
It's a single file line.
Okay, I'm kind of like next to Ash then. Not gonna be a line. Worst dressing bitch face in the entire world.
I love that for you. All right, cool. So Inez, she's excited to see you. Del, oh my god, hi. How are you doing? How's your first ball? How's it going? Your entrance, stunning. Like, I mean, of course, I knew that you would do great, but like, look at you. You're gorgeous. Where's your outfit? Where's it from? I've never seen anything like it. It's like magical. Like, it's so pretty.
Oh, you know me. I have my ways of getting my hands on things. But Inez, you look stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Girl, you're everything tonight.
Thank
What about you? Where did you get your dress?
The tailor.
Oh, there's a tailor?
It's-
Oh.
It's a giant city, honey. Of course there's a tailor.
That does make sense. Well, I did bring,
Mhm.
of course, my lovely wife, who you already know, Mrs. DeVito, Ash, and I decided it was time to introduce you to our pride and joy. This
I can't.
our little
I can't.
Romy.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Why did we do this?
Me?
I look high.
You've dug
Why did
yourself
you
a
do
hole,
this?
and then you're just digging further. At any point, you could crawl out, but no.
Romy just looks uncomfortable.
It's like, hello.
Yeah,
I have heard
just a
so
little.
much about you are. Spike and Smoke sing your praises. I saw you entering with them. It was so cute. How are you doing, my dear? Are you doing like it's okay. I know it's your first everything. It's okay if you're uncomfortable. Just let me know. Like, no judgment here, darling. I promise.
I'm all right. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to finally meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Dell. I'm so excited. It's
I
so good
know.
to see you all together. You
raised
look
them well.
so pretty together.
Oh my god.
It's when Spoke came back to me, he was telling me all about him. He went to Lady Beta to get one of her dresses for Romy.
How can I find out where the dress is from?
Do you want to do an do you want to do
What do I
check on
have
the
to do to
dress?
find out where this dress is from?
Oh.
Do you want to do a check on the
Oh.
dress?
Yes.
Hello? Holy shit!
Romy is suddenly very aware of like every single bead on this dress.
Uh-huh. Well, you and Lady Beta are just like an inch apart.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Okay.
Please, please. I need to know.
What
I'll do anything.
what do you do? What do you do for this? Perception? Let's go perception. Let's go perception. You got a +3
Okay.
to perception. Let's go
I
perception.
got an 8.
You got an 8.
I got an 8. Please tell me there's something else I can do.
Okay, so you got over a
know where it's
10, so it's not too bad, right?
I just want to know.
So it's not a
drop
dress
something
you
like that.
immediately recognize. Lady Beta had said that one of the first dress that you met her in was made by her daughter, and you're pretty sure it's the similar kind of thing. Like maybe a decade or so out of date, but again, vampires. Time isn't really like a big old thing for them for fashion trends, and so you assume that it is some kind of handmade dress with incredibly beaded stitching detail with sheer fabric. This is a dress that obviously someone has put a lot of time into.
There's nothing else I can. There's nothing else I know.
There's nothing else you know. There's nothing
really
else
great.
you know. Mm-hmm.
It's really great.
Why are you so fixated on dresses? I'm so confused.
That's not important.
Okay, good.
Anyways,
But yeah,
Don't worry
Spoke was
about it.
telling me
I
how
just
you
really,
went to
I just
Lady
really want to
Beta,
know.
and you look so great in it. Her dresses are so pretty. Every outfit, I'm jealous. I would, but it would drown me out. She's here and I'm here, and it would just make me look like I'm wearing my mother's clothing. But it looks so good on you. I love your hair too. It's so pretty. He does such a great job. He's such a sweetie. What about Ash? Where's your dress from?
The tailor.
The tailor.
Yep.
That was smart. That was good.
Roll a deception check with advantage. You're gonna roll 2 d20s. Whatever the
I'm gonna
highest
roll
one
2?
is. Yeah, 2. Whatever the highest one is, that is going to be what's the highest?
It's 6 and a 1.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
I just want a win.
We need to get you new luckier dice.
Dude,
I
use
feel
a
like it's
digital
what's
dice
happening.
roller.
Oh my gosh.
That digital dice roller is my best friend.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, okay, that's wild because when I use the digital, I always get low rolls.
I
Uh-oh.
love my digital dice
Else, what has
roller.
occurred?
It's so good.
Help.
So you know how Ash's
I just lied out of my
highest
ass.
number was a 6, and you add a +1 to your deception,
No.
making it a 7. She rolled a 7. So again,
Oh,
by whatever stroke of
oh
luck,
my god.
she believes you. Of course she does. Why wouldn't she? You're telling the truth.
Yeah, I
What the fuck? Okay.
am. The Taylor.
The Taylor. Beautiful. I imagine not like Willowfell's Taylor, because I don't think I've ever seen a design like that. But it's so beautiful. Like Taylors are some of like they're the backbone of like society like this. Like where would we be without them, you know? But it's so good to see you guys together. Maybe next year, if you all have like little matching outfits, that would be so cute. Me and Spoke did it one year, and it was like the cutest little thing.
That
Uh,
That is a brilliant
that is a
idea,
great
Inez.
idea, isn't it?
Absolutely are. What do you
thank you.
think?
Like,
It
I
would be
do have
better
good
than
ideas.
all of us not being matchy like we are now.
That's no, it's okay. It's your first year. No one is matchy on their first year because you want to stand
Okay.
out. But like, it's like a cute little
Right.
thing that you do. Like, or well, it's a cute little thing that me and Spoke do because like Spoke and Spike currently are like having like their opposite matchy outfits. So I
Mm.
just love little sets. Like I just love little things that all go together. Like it's so cute.
Well, I know all three of us go together.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now,
Hmm.
Inez, actually, sorry to bug you. I actually did have a question for you. I know
What's
you've
up?
been here. Yeah. So I know you've been around a while. We're actually trying to find someone.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. So have you heard? Do you know Sheila Daniels?
Like know her, or like met her, know her.
Well, mostly we're looking to figure out who she is.
Well, that's gonna be so easy. She asked about you.
Which one of us?
You, Dell.
Me.
Yeah.
Well,
Hold
Sheila
on, hold on. Oh
Daniels
my god.
has.
Wait a second. Hold on. I got, and like Inez is like, pushing her hands into her pockets. Like she's remembered something while talking to you, and she pulls out a piece of paper, and it's an
I was about to say, if she's about to
invitation.
hand a note, I'm gonna go crazy.
It's an invitation. It's a tea party invitation. It's the director's tea party. Um, It's the director's tea party. It happens every Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and it's an invitation for Danny DeVito. And then underneath it in like handwriting is "I'd love to see you here, Sheila Daniels," and there's like a little heart at the end on all of the eyes. She wanted me to give this to you because I was saying because like we ran into each other by pure happenstance really, but she was she saw your entrance and she was like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I would love to tell you all about." And I was like so excited. And she was
Aww.
like, and like so she gave me this because she was like, "Just in case I don't see him tonight, like can you make sure that he gets this?" And I was like, "Absolutely, girl." Like meeting with
Yeah.
the director's tea party, like the only other person that I know has been invited to it was Lady Veta yet last year. Like I haven't gone, and like no one else has because like it's like this like they only invite like a handful of people, like every single year. Like it's not like a big thing. Like they don't advertise it, but like if you've been here a while, you kind of like know because they're not really they don't hide it really well. Like but I'm so excited for you. Sheila Daniels is new this year too, if I don't believe. She did, oh God, what was it? Um, because last year, there was another. Oh, it's the prizes. Sorry, girl. My brain. I've been drinking a little bit. If you can't tell, my brain's a
Don't
little
worry, me
spiced.
too.
I love you. But yeah, she's
I
in
love
charge of the prizes and
you.
everything. I don't know what else she does, but yeah, she's new. So you'll have like so many different things to talk about. I'm so excited. You'll have to tell me how it goes. You have to give me the tea on the
Mhm.
director's tea party. Okay?
Absolutely, I will. We'll have a debrief session. It'll be good,
We'll
girl.
have our own little tea party.
Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, the elite tea party if we're real.
Truly. But anything else I can do for you? I'm probably gonna turn into soon. Taru went to bed about an hour ago. He gets
Mm.
stressed out at these things, but like it's getting to the point where I'm like, I need to relax, probably sober up a little bit, get a drink of water or something.
You're so real, Miss Girl. You
Mm-hmm.
are so real. Don't worry. Unless Ash or anything you'd like to add. Ask.
I think you got it covered.
Um, sorry. Dell mentioned that you'd been here a while.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been here 5 years this year.
5 years.
Mhm.
This is really out of the blue. Do you know anything about the uh, murder that happened?
Roll an insight check for me. If you all want to roll an
Cool,
insight check for me. Um,
Okay.
Oh, I got a 2. Holy
I got a
shit!
10.
I got a 1.
Fuck!
okay.
Fuck! Guys! Oh my
God
god.
Y'all can
damn.
never count on me for anything. I'm
Which
sorry.
is wild too, because your insight is 5. Your insight is 5.
Might be, guys.
Okay, what did you roll, Romy?
I'm gonna go buy new dice after this, I swear.
I rolled a 10.
You rolled
Yeah,
a
I think
10,
you
so
should.
you have a 14 to that. So she rolled a 3. All right, you.
Oh my
So
god.
technically, everyone beats her. Technically, well, except yeah.
Oh, actually, no. You're
Everyone
full.
beats her
I'm not a
because
loser this time.
you're not a loser this time because technically you rolled a 6, and it's like a group insight.
Okay.
So, you see as you bring up the murder from 5 years ago, like she's happy-go-lucky. She's very similar to Spoke in that way. Like they're both very excitable.
This is not
This is
good.
not gonna be good.
You
This is not
see
be good.
her face drops for a second, and it's like solemn almost. Um, and it's like it's like that thing of like when their face drops and they try immediately to put that mask of like happiness back on, but like they can't, and it gets like, and you see like she tries to speak and then her voice cracks a little bit, like she was not
Oh, my bad.
expecting it.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
damn.
my bad. Hey, that's my bad.
Uh um yeah, I do. um Hunter, he sorry. um
I'm sorry if this is hard to talk
it's
about.
okay. It honestly should be. I mean, we've been avoiding it for like the past couple years just because um Hunter was Spoke's husband.
You were gonna say.
Oh, I had no idea.
That it's
I'm
okay.
so
It's
sorry.
not.
You don't have to
Elt,
talk about it if you
Hey,
are not.
why? Hey, El.
you
Hey.
can't just make me
Hey,
kin this character
why would you
more
do
by
that?
giving us matching trauma. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me, Eltonin. You can't with a flamboyant
married?
motherfucker. No,
Oh. Sorry.
I am now though.
Okay, well that's not what I meant.
Anyways,
um no, it's okay. We
That's
should talk
fucking
about it
hilarious.
more. It's like one of those complicated things, and I know you're friends with Spoke and Spike, and they never bring it up anymore just because it's a lot. But I've been telling them that we should talk about it more because if we're gonna come back every year, it's got to be talked about. But it's a lot, you know. But yeah, I knew Hunter pretty well. I knew them. I knew him really well. But yeah,
You-
it's. Hmm?
Um, I know I'm being very
It's okay.
upfront about all of this,
Don't worry
but
about it.
I'm looking for the man that killed him.
She looks away, almost like scanning the room, like
and we are being upfront today.
like
Oh my God.
frantic almost. Like this is not something you're supposed to say out loud. And she's checking like the corners and everything. Like
What?
Why are you doing this? Why are you asking me questions like this?
and she looks back at you and you see that she's about to say something and then decides against it.
Okay, keep going.
She decides against it, and you don't think it's because of you. You think it's because something about you saying that you're looking for the man that killed Hunter has put her on guard. Like this is something that she's like even like possibly also looking for, but does not want to talk about it in this room of so many people.
Mm.
So she leans forward. She doesn't touch your hand, but it's in that sense of like reaching out her hand like for your shoulder and then stopping almost. And her voice becomes really low and really soft. So it's only the two of you like speaking, and it's very, very quiet. It's like, sweetheart, don't. Don't do that. And then she backs away, puts on the smile, essentially like shoulders back, tits out, smile on, nothing has happened.
Shoulders back, tits out is great, by the way.
That's my girl. That's my girl right there.
But yeah, like yeah, no, you have nothing to worry about. It was a one-time fluke, obviously. But you know, we do what to do it. Um, Dell, how are you doing? And you see that she's trying to like frantically recover, but doesn't know how to make it not suspicious. Like Dell, it was so good to meet you. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Tell me all of the tea, and you see her like eyes like dart up around the room. It's like tell me all of the tea. I will see you tomorrow. And then you see her like kind of like in the way that someone who is having like stress in the moment tries to like flounce out of the room like nothing is happening. And you do see that, hold on. It does not go well. How she leaves, like trying to pretend like whatever conversation had not happened, it does not go well. She rolled a natural 1. So no
Really, you're
one
so good at talking.
She's
in
taking
this
after
party
me.
is deceived that's looking for her. So
No.
You're so good at talking.
Romy,
to
what the
people.
fuck? What are you doing to my
Alright.
girl? No!
This is
I just
not
got
gonna go well.
attached. I just got attached just now, and
Look what you did.
look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look. What the fuck?
so
Okay, Della's gonna turn to Romy. Real quick. So I see Ash isn't the only one who is keeping secrets. Anything you want to tell us about this murder?
I don't know anything. I'm kind of trying to figure that out.
See, it's funny, you never told us any of it.
I'm not obligated to tell you any of it.
You to like overthrow a government with me, so I feel like you could like maybe tell me one thing about yourself, because I just asked you to overthrow a government with me.
Yeah, that was your choice.
But we're homies now,
And you know I'm an open book.
and we all know that Dell is an open book.
hey, Del, roll me a deception check.
Aye, Captain.
Romy,
That
Ash,
was
if you want to
so-
roll insight
That was
checks.
so
13.
funny.
13.
That was
13.
so
What's my plus?
funny.
Isn't it plus 4 or something crazy?
I got a
That's
2,
a
guys.
+4.
Wait, what are
Okay.
we rating? An insight?
You're rolling insight.
I got a 2. Who's
I
surprised?
got a 1.
Del is
This
telling
is
the
the best
truth.
day of my life. Yeah,
Del's telling
I'm an
the
open
truth.
book.
Del is an
Yeah.
open book. Why would he
Dell
lie
is
to
an
you?
open book.
He hasn't had before. Probably.
Yep. So,
Romy turns away.
what's our next move? Man, anybody else getting tired?
I want to talk to Veta.
Of course, you do. That's a great idea.
All right. Awesome.
Ash doesn't move there. Ash just continues
Okay.
to stand.
Then
That's a
Ash can
great
go-
idea.
I mean, then Del can go, well, by all means, lead the way.
Ash continues to not move.
Oh.
And
Please.
just like sit there and do this. and,
Lead
like,
the way. I don't know about that one. Romy kind of looks a little surprised and just kind of like jerkily turns around and starts walking towards Veta. Does not wait for them.
Del just sighs and follows.
Ash is stressed. and it's
All right, cool. So Veta's at the table. She's still there. She does like you see that she wasn't like looking at you in your actual interaction. She's still doing like that scanning of the room. So when like she does like a turn and like sees you, she does like tilt her head a little bit when she like makes eye contact with you,
Of
and
course
just
she does.
waits for not with Ash but with Romy, because Romy's essentially leading the charge.
Mhm.
And just waits. Like she's not going to like approach you. She's waiting for you to come to her.
Just-
Um,
She sees me panicking, right?
is it? Do you want to roll deception?
No, I want her to see that I'm panicking.
Okay, she does see that you're panicking. Uh,
Right. I think that will add comedy to it.
She does see that
Real.
you're panicking. So and then Ivan is like in that like little area as well. Um, and he sees you, and he sees you essentially making a beeline across the room towards Lady Veta. So he does not go to like stop you. He's kind of just like doing that awkward thing of like not certain if it's like this is a conversation that he is supposed to join in, or like just supposed to like stand outside, and he's fully just waiting for someone to tell him what to do. And Veta does not like, she, you see that she looks at him, but she doesn't say anything like to him. So
Romy
she
looks at
bears-
him and like
Okay. So with like your little head nod, he does the little like half step and then
He
like
does the-
full
he does
step. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Me. Okay. And then like comes to join you. And he's like a step ahead of you guys. So he gets to Lady Veta first and like stands on like her right side.
this is so my boyfriend core.
So he stands on her right side. And like Lady Veta is still very relaxed, like unbothered, and Ivan's far more excitable than this. So as you approach, um what do you say? What are you thinking in this moment?
Anyone want to go first?
No.
No.
Ash is just like currently the embodiment of tense.
Romy.
Because like last time they spoke to Lady Veta, it was wild.
Yeah.
I feel like
Romy's kind of angry.
Dell is trying to hide how he feels, so should I roll for that or what? What's the vibe?
Yeah, roll deception for me.
Yeah, because I want him to be like, everything's cool, calm, and collected. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
16, I think.
She did roll a
Uh-oh.
19. And she
Oh.
does have
Ooh, hey,
plus
and that
4
is
to,
Lady Veta, absolutely.
She
Insight.
just knows everything. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a bard of eloquence. She's statted specifically for social interactions and absolutely no warfare.
That's so
None.
real.
Ooh.
She's here to talk to
She's
people.
gonna be helpful in our overthrow of the government.
So she sees what is essentially very nervous people approaching her when she has her very excitable guard dog next to her. So she does like a little like swirl of her drink.
Oh, Romy does not. Well, okay, actually, can I roll deception?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Okay, 20.
Are
Romy
you
does not
nervy?
look nervous.
Romy does not
Very,
look nervous.
but Romy does not look nervous. Looks deadpan,
Badass moment.
a
I
little
love it.
angry.
Alright, cool. So you do beat her insight. So she sees you, cool as a cucumber. Ash, stressed out of their mind. Dell, also a little bit stressed. And so she looks to you, and she doesn't. It's not like she doesn't bother with the people who are stressed, but clearly she's not gonna like dig into their stressor when that's not what she's trying to do. She's not trying to freak you out. But so she looks over to you, makes eye contact, and thinks, "Darling, I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting truly. How are you? My name is Lady Veta. And you?"
We have not. I might as well tell you my name. My name is Romy. I think we need to have a couple words.
Excellent. Please go on ahead. Have you heard my proposal?
We all have.
Excellent.
We've all accepted.
Excellent.
Which is great.
It is.
Yes.
It is. I believed in you. I always believed in you, darling.
I
My
I
chair is
assume
so
that you know more than us about what's going on in Sylvania.
I know very much about what's going on in Sylvania.
Here to share?
Yeah.
It depends. What do you want to know? Knowing about Sylvania is, well, I could write a whole history book.
What is it that's making you want to end Sylvania?
I don't want to end Sylvania, darling. I want to end the dumbasses who are controlling the government and care not for the people of Sylvania. The people are who I care about. That is the culture. That is the people that I want to protect. The
The guys.
the guys. I would say counts, but they are not deserving of that title.
Exactly, the guys.
The guys. They are
God damn,
a
the guys.
thorn in my side. And I wish to have that removed.
You wish to change the leadership.
I wish to demolish the leadership, darling. I don't wish to change who is in control. I have no desire to lead. I wish the power to be given back to the hands of the people. How it should have been, and how it always was, until certain... I wouldn't call them men, I would call them boys. Decided that they would take
Guys,
powers
even.
for themselves and use it and hoard it and collect all of these powerful weapons, artifacts,
Why us?
magic. Hmm?
Why us?
not? Is there a reason I shouldn't be?
There's a ballroom full of fighters
Mm.
and sponsors.
Mm-hmm. But not any of them are clerics of death, darling. Not all of them are...
My bad, guys.
Actually, I don't know what you are. But you are very interesting. And you see she looks down at your amulet, looks back up at you. Ivan has not told her about what your amulet means. You know that for certain because she would not be asking if he had told her. So he has not said anything about it. And you see that he looks away and looks nervous. Like he's not trying to hide it or anything. It's like that look of like a puppy that's done something wrong and they know that they're not supposed to do it. So he's like kind of like ashamed, but also like firm in this decision. Like he doesn't regret it, but he's like, yeah, this is awkward. His amulet
Does
is
Lady
still in
Veta know about Ivan? What'd she say about White Eyes? Oh, okay, all right.
It's like you're interesting.
just
Like I don't know what you are. Would you care to tell me?
Ha ha ha.
You can say no.
I'm Romy.
You're Romy. Exactly.
Mm.
And you. And she looks over at Dell. You're
What
very
about me?
pretty.
I
like a
know,
man who can
darling, so
talk.
are you. Lord knows I can. Just ask these two.
Mm.
Hey!
I
Oh
don't think
my
I have to.
god! Oh my god! You made
If
me
you'd
freak
like.
out!
Hmm.
Sorry.
You know what? Never mind. Not in front of the
No,
missus.
please continue.
Only my husband.
After all, I don't think your marriage is quite as... Let's just say I don't see a ring.
Yeah.
My ring off. And I gave it to Romy. Oh no.
What? Sorry, what?
Remember, I gave you my ring.
Oh.
Well,
Was that like a direct reference to that? I don't think that was a direct reference to that.
There's no ring on your
I think
finger.
it was. I think it was. Because there's... I think it was. I think
Okay.
she recognizes that I don't have this magical artifact on me anymore. That's great.
Okay, cool.
We're okay.
Cool. Cool. So,
I'll say, well, since we're being transparent,
Always am, darling.
all I was going to say is, if you'd like to hear me talk, you can hear me talk anytime you'd like to.
oh
Okay,
my
you have
god.
that.
Okay. All right.
But,
Feel like I'm in
so sorry to
No, please continue.
stop this before it gets good.
No.
You do understand,
Mhm.
Lady Veta. We need to, before we can jump into overthrowing a government with you,
Mhm.
well, that would be a dream come true for me.
Okay.
We need to know that we can trust you.
Of course, what do you need?
Answers.
To what?
And, well, honesty. Why are they a thorn in your side? Why do you want to get rid of them?
That is not my answer to give. Specifically. And you see that she looks over at Ivan, who just shrinks back a little bit.
Romy gives Ivan a look.
Ivan looks over at you and he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything. It's very much you understand the dynamic between the two of them is one is the muscle and one is the talking. So when she is talking, he's not gonna like interrupt, but you can tell that he knows something and he doesn't know how to talk about it or even when to talk about it. Why now, as opposed to these specific boys that I want to overthrow is not my story to tell. However, I will say that the plan to overthrow the government has been in the works for how
Wait a
old are you
minute.
again, darling?
Who is he asking this?
To all of you guys.
Remember, guys, we're not.
Because, like, we're your parents.
We're your parents.
I don't wish to.
But this woman also knows everything about me. So I don't know what the fuck to say.
She also
Oh,
has
yeah, and she also
implied
already
that your
knows
marriage is
that
a
we're not
lie.
married.
So
I don't wish to disclose my age.
An amount of time.
An amount of time.
Depends. How old are you?
Okay. All right.
How old do you think I am, darling? Because whatever it is, I'll agree.
Then I'm as old as you want me to be.
Okay.
Interesting. Well,
This is
in that
crazy.
case, you are at least
so-
25. I don't play
Okay.
with anything older than that. So the plans have been in take your age and then times it by 5 at least.
Oh.
That's a lot.
It is.
Big number.
It does help that, I'm not quite bound to the restrictions of aging. I've been 29 for a very long time. But it's not a plan made out of
Twilight.
malice. Let's just say that the plans have moved up. The timeline has shifted.
And why is that?
Again, it's not my place to say exactly
Right.
why. I will say that it is vengeance.
Oh.
And you can assure me that these people did something to deserve this
Their
vengeance.
existence deserves vengeance. The timeline has just
Romy is
moved up.
putting things together.
The timeline has just moved up because of a specific incident, let's say. But they always deserved vengeance. They always deserved destruction. You would know about that, wouldn't you, Aisling?
This just confirms my theory even more.
Ashley!
Okay, Della's gonna look over and be like, "Yes, Ashley, tell us more." And then he's gonna look at Romy and like a.
Oh my gosh.
Romy kind of like. Romy's like
Oh my
stifling
God.
laughter.
That's your mom, boogie woogie woogie.
It's not. It's
Ash
not.
is just gonna, like-
Mom. It's just not.
Ash had like a very obvious like flash of sheer panic and terror in their face.
horrible.
And they
Can I
were
go to the
just like,
bathroom?
and then they just nod.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
I also need to use the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, yes, leave. Leave. We have a conversation to have.
In that case, let me pause my recording so I don't hear it later. You're good to go.
Maybe
What
I
do I
need
get
to.
for my boyfriend for Valentine's Day?
I
Sorry,
don't
what
know.
did you say?
I said maybe I need to forget this actual
Your
dice.
rolls are so bad. They're so
I know.
Dude, get a digital dice roller. Go on digital dice roller right now, and then roll something. Just roll. Just roll. Just
Okay.
roll a d20
We're
and see what
we're
you
gonna
get.
do an experiment.
Just roll a d20 and see what you get. Because
We're
that
gonna
is
roll
fucked.
this, and we're also gonna roll my other one.
Okay. Okay. This is like the one time you get a d20. Like, oh my god.
I don't think you've ever rolled a d20.
One.
I
You've
don't think you
rolled
have
and then
either.
added stuff which made it over a 20.
You've
is-
rolled. I think the highest you rolled is like a.
A 17.
I was gonna say 17. Yeah.
Because it's really funny because there's like a bit in D&D groups that all non-binary people roll like thematically relevant d20s that push the story forward and cause chaos for their DMs. And then I'm like, wait, I have 3 non-binary people, which means the rolls are gonna be wild.
Okay.
And now we have one that's bad.
Okay. This digital roller just gave me a 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Can you outroll this 14?
A 14.
The one time. No, the one time. The one time we're trying to prove it wrong, of course.
I'm gonna do it again. We're gonna go again.
Do it again.
Okay, the digital one got a 4,
Okay.
so it might just be me.
Could just be you.
And the real one also got a 4.
What
this
the
is
fuck?
not real. I'm not even kidding.
Do it again. Do it
No,
again.
Take a
Do
picture.
it
I'm
again.
gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a video because I feel like you're not gonna believe me. Like,
No. No.
I just took a video. I'm gonna send it because you're not like. I feel like you don't believe me.
I
and
believe
I'm
No,
you, but
I
like
believe
also
you.
at the same
I
time I'm
believe
like, what the
you.
fuck?
What
How?
the fuck?
How?
Actually, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
What are the dice gods doing to you, Hannah?
Like literally, what the fuck is happening? And where was this
Oh,
earlier?
you're so Romy.
Okay, one more time. If it does it again, then I'm gonna go crazy.
It's not going to.
17. There's no
Okay.
way I do that.
There's
I
no
do
way you
that.
roll a 17
There's
on your
no
dice.
way.
There's actually
There's
no. It's not.
actually
It's
no
not.
way.
We're gonna say that there's
I
actually.
got a 17.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wait.
That's a 17 and that's a 17.
What
There's
the fuck?
literally no way.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
No, 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 no. No,
What?
no,
The
no,
odds
no.
of that are astro-fucking-nomical. That... How?
I can literally figure out the statistics for this if I have a piece of paper. I'm writing it on the back of my
kidding,
fucking
this is
high
not
school
real.
transcript. Where's my pencil? I need to figure out.
Gosh, they paused the recording.
I actually.
I'm recording.
Oh,
my
thank
God.
Oh my god.
Thank God. I need you to clip this and send it to me. That's unreal. There's literally no way.
Oh, it's downstairs. Where's
There's
Mush.
literally no way. That's
Mush.
literally not real.
Mush.
You have no
Mush.
idea what
Oh my
Mush.
god.
what's happened. Oh, there's
Oh my god.
there's
my God.
no fucking way.
So-
Is it sharpened? Oh my, perfect. Perfect. It's perfect. How do I figure this out? D20.
So we did an experiment, right? And we said, okay, me, because my rolls are shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll a digital d20 and my actual d20 at the same time, and we're gonna see if it's the dice or if it's me.
Yeah.
So the first time, digital rolls a 14. My actual one also rolls a 14. So no, listen. So we go again. Digital
No,
rolls a
no.
4. I also roll a 4. We go for a third time. Digital rolls a 17. Real one rolls a 17. I cannot make this shit up.
Probability of rolling
This is
3
like
times
magic.
in a
Are you
row.
shitting me?
one
I'm
thing.
not. I'm
Three
not.
times on
I
two
gave
dice.
you a shit or something.
No, I showed the camera the 17. I
that
took a video of the 4. Like, I'm not even lying at all. They were here for
Hold on.
this.
No, I believe you. But
Like,
that
I
is the most
genuinely just
astounding
did the
thing I've
same
ever heard.
thing 3 times in a row.
Probably.
Also, so sorry that I took so long getting back. I was
Good.
literally like, I was using the bathroom and then I was like,
Rolling.
I need sustenance right now.
This like can't be statistically possible.
It really shouldn't be. In fact, let me. No,
Mm.
she's sleeping.
On
Sorry, I know a math professor, and so I was like,
No,
what if I just
no.
ask her the
No, Chip is calculating right now.
20 dice.
for real?
Yeah. Like this literally like there's no way that just happened.
Actually, calculator.
I'm like in shock.
Me too, and I wasn't even here.
3 d20s. What are the chances of all of them getting the same number? That's not the same thing.
That would be
Not
I rolled
ones.
like What are the?
That's
we
not the
gotta
same
see,
probability. That's
what
not the
are
same
the
thing.
odds
Wait, okay, wait,
of-
hold on. Hold on. It's
How do I even figure this out? It's like 1 times like
What are the odds of
120,
two
1 over
of them
20.
getting the same thing?
it's
Two
1
of
in
them.
1,200. That are
A
the
chance of
odds.
getting all 3?
Uh-huh.
How
Because
did you figure that out?
the odds of rolling 2 d20s at the same time and
Uh-huh.
landing them on 20 is 1 in 400. So if you times that by 3, it's 1 and 1,200.
This is crazy. Anyways, let's please do something else
Okay.
before I lose my
Okay,
mind.
where were we at? Where were we at? Hold on. Betha had just asked, oh, you know something about destruction.
Oh,
To
Betha
Ash.
just said my name.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you know something about distraction, Ashley. So, wouldn't you? Does that answer your question, Romy? Of why I want you? Why I want all of you? Or do you have follow-up additional questions? I'm happy to answer. Honesty, of course, Stell.
Trust you.
Thank you.
Answers
Moderately.
all of my questions that I definitely had.
Of course. I'm... What is it? Oh, there's a phrase. An open book, let's say. Anything else I can help you with, Romy?
I think they're good. I think we're good. Aren't we?
For that.
Aren't we?
Romy is very like just trying to hold back like the most random question. But I don't want to bring it up in front of them.
There's something on your mind, darling. Ask away. I don't take offense, I promise.
What kind of magic do vampires wield?
In, like, generally or, like, specifically?
Is there different areas? Like I know
There is
about
vampire powers. Like, I can turn into a bat.
Mhm.
Like, I can run really
I know
fast, fly a little
generally.
high. Those are all the things that you would consider, like, vampire magic. Um, like, the more like the newer a vampire is, the less those like certain like vampire magics come easily to them. The older one gets, the more they are able to like access those a lot easier. I know shifting for younger vampires into like a bat or a mist can be very hard because you essentially have to detach your brain from your body, and if you've never been able to like shift before, it's a very strange feeling to essentially have either your body turn
Do you know anything about
into
green fire?
green fire. I don't. Roll roll an
Romy like
insight for
immediately
me.
regrets that, by the way.
No.
Immediately regrets
Roll
that.
an insight for me.
19.
19. Okay. Okay. She rolled a 6. She adds 11 to persuasion. So she rolled a 17,
Oh my
which is
God.
beaten by your 19.
And I
She is telling the truth. She has no idea about it. But when you say green fire, with that roll, you do see that Ivan does that thing of like, oh, I know what you're talking about. And you see him look over at her, and like it's an almost like imperceptible nod, like shake of his head of like, what he hasn't told her, but he doesn't seem afraid that you told like asked about it. But he has not told her. This is a secret he's like been keeping from her. She is fully honest in the fact that she does not know what what
Okay.
green fire could be.
Okay. She doesn't know.
She
Cool.
doesn't know.
Great.
Like she's being honest, which is why she
I thought it
rolled
was fuck.
persuasion instead of deception. So
Shit. I need to have a conversation with Ivan after this. Keep going.
so I can look into it for you, darling. I have a very vast library spanning over.
Never mind. I'm
Never
sorry I
mind?
brought it up. Never mind.
Oh, of course. It's all right. If you need anything, darling, I am here for you. I understand, all of you, all three of you, darlings. I understand that I have made a very big ask of you. I have invited you to do something which may or may not be. Well, technically, it's not illegal if you win, but like complicated, let's say. Um, but if you need anything, as a favor to you, not as a favor, as a exchange, you are doing a favor for me, so I shall give a favor for you. Any question, anything you need, any, let's say, magical assistance, um, during the fight, and so on, let me know, and I will do my best to provide. I'll be around. You know, touch nocturnal, but who isn't at these days?
Thank you.
And thank you, my dear. I appreciate.
It's been a pleasure as always, Lady Veta.
And to you.
Can I like go over there and like pull Ivan?
Mhm.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Can I
And
do
he, when you take like his hand, his wrist, or whatever, he just follows
that?
you.
Mhm.
Like there's no
Okay.
resistance. He follows
Okay,
you.
great. Okay, great.
hmm Are you taking him with your group or
Nope.
nope? Okay, so
No.
you're just
Nope.
fully
I
abandoning
not.
these people.
Yes. Yes, I am.
All right, cool. So as you take Ivan, Veta like does like a final cursory glance around the room, gives like a little bow, and then leaves the room. She does not seem bothered by the fact that you're taking her fighter away. She's fully like, "Yep, okay." And so she leaves the room, letting the both of you stand at the table she was at as Romy just drags Ivan away. Do you want to go to the tables with the silencing spell, or
Yes. Yes, I
yes?
do.
Okay. So you head over to the tables. You hit that, hit the
I
runestone. So
hit it very hard.
you hit it very hard. I am gonna ask you to roll an attack roll on the runestone if you're hitting it
What?
very hard.
Why? 13.
Because what if you break
13.
it?
Oh, I don't want to break it. Oh, my bad. I don't want to break it.
Okay.
Did I
13.
break it?
Oh my gosh. Did they
Did I
break it?
break
You
it?
did not break it, so it does have an
Okay.
AC of 15, so you're okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's like you're
Jesus.
good. It wasn't like a with advantage or anything, but you smacked it really hard. It is a rock, so it is
Yeah.
possible to break it.
I was like, you want me to roll an attack roll on this? What? Okay.
Same way if you try
Do
to
you
flip a
want them
table.
to
Hmm?
Do you guys want to talk first or do you want me to talk first?
You do your thing.
Slay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay.
I don't know what we'll talk about yet.
Ivan, does she know?
About what? You? No. Me? Maybe. Yes to some things, no to other things. It's
Does she know what happened?
sort of. She knows that you're not supposed to talk about the monasteries to people who aren't in the monasteries. Like that's the whole thing, is that it's like
Uh-huh. Yes,
secret order and
obviously.
everything. But there was like some things going on, obviously, and like I was kind of stressed because like I'm not supposed to be out.
Ivan,
It's not
ours are
supposed to be
gone.
me.
They're
Um,
gone.
it's not gone. It's still there. It may only be run by 3 people, but it's still there. It's fine. It's fine. It has to be fine, because if it's not fine, then I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So it has to be there and it has to be fine. But she doesn't know. She knows it was attacked, and that's why I'm here, because I didn't have. It's not supposed to be me here. It was supposed to be my mentor. He is the one that's supposed to be finding that fucking thing. It's not supposed to be me. I'm not ready. I sorry. She doesn't know about the
Ivan,
green fire, and she knows nothing about you, because I know what yours means, and you know what I means, but I would never tell her, because that's not my thing to share. She
I'm sorry I brought it up in front of her.
it's okay. It's you don't know that I. She talks a lot, and like she's really smart, and sometimes I get confused and I don't like She knows I'm hiding stuff from her. She knows that. But she doesn't press, and which is like worse, honestly, because like I want to tell her because she's so nice and gives me like a house and a room and things to do, and things are going sideways and they're not supposed to be going the way she said that they were supposed to be going, but they are supposed to be going the way that she said she was going. And you're not supposed to be here, are you, sweetheart? Something
No.
happened to you too. Neither of us are supposed to be in the position that we're at, are we?
What happened to you happened to me.
Do you know what they were after this time?
They just killed everyone.
Sorry for your loss, sweetheart. I understand.
It doesn't matter. My point is I'm looking for him.
He's supposed to be here.
What was she?
I told him that I was looking for someone. She was looking for. I told her that I was looking for the artifact because that's the easiest way to explain, like, whatever. And she told me that if I helped her overthrow the government, she would get me the artifact. As well as there was.
Remind me why you need the artifact?
Because the whole purpose of the Orders of the Eternals is to. The purpose of the Orders of Eternals is to bring back that deity. So if we find all the pieces of the artifact, we can revive him. Maybe I don't know. It's.
Does that really matter when your monastery is run by 3 people?
Yes, because if I have been training for the past 21 years of my life, I was born there, I lived there, and I will die there. And if that goal isn't real, if it's not something to work for, then what was the purpose? What's the purpose of me if I don't try? I have to, because otherwise all those people died for my friends, my mentors, they died for nothing if I don't try to do. I don't know. It's the only thing that I know. So I have to do it because I
Ivan, it's not your responsibility.
but it is. The Orders of Eternals has
You are not your monastery.
I am.
No.
Yes.
No, you're not.
I have to be. There's no other option, sweetheart. There's no other option. Where else am I supposed to? What else am I supposed to? I know one thing.
You can help me.
I will always help you. Of course I'll help you.
No, I was doing so well. No, oh my god.
I get the right where you left me mention. Now.
I'll help you get the artifact if you help me. I know you said you already would, but
Mm-hmm.
if I win it, I'll give it to you. But I really, I don't think that. No offense, I don't think that that's as important as you realizing that this is not all that you are.
He reaches forward, puts his hand on top of your hand, but doesn't say anything to that. You can tell that he doesn't believe you. But it's not like he doesn't believe you. He believes that you believe what you're saying. But he doesn't believe that it is about him. So he just puts his hand on yours. And then just looks at you. I'll help you find him, however long it takes, wherever he's at.
Do you know? Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good. Go for it, darling.
Veta looked at you when she said vengeance.
When I left the monastery, my mentor was the one that was going to go out, and I was going to follow him, because in the Order of the Eternals you have the warriors, and they're more than just the people that fight in the tournament every 5 years, honestly, in that tournament. It's for us, it is a warrior. It is the
Every 5 years?
Yeah, not every 5 years, in 5 years. Every 100 years, but it's happening in 5 years. 750 is
Mm.
when the cities will join together. The tournament of champions will go on again.
Right. Keep
For
going.
us, the champion is not just anyone. It is a title. Um, it's a purpose that is passed from mentor to apprentice. Since the Orders of Eternals was set, I guess it wasn't since for all time, but after Destiny died, after we had to figure out what we are, who we are, and what was our purpose. That is how it has always been. My mentor was supposed to take me as his apprentice out this year, and we were supposed to go look for the heart of for not the heart of destiny, because at that time it was not taken from us, but the other pieces of destiny. We were supposed to go look. I was supposed to learn from him, learn how to protect them, how to exist in this world that I've never seen before. But when my monastery was destroyed, when my people was destroyed, I had to take that title because my mentor was dead. There was no other one that could possibly take it. The three left. I love them very dearly, but one is 7. The other is like over 60. They're not made for it. They were never trained for it.
I
This
understand.
So when I left, I did not know how everything worked. And I ran into a man, and I saw the best in him, and I should not have done that. He took advantage of the fact that I was naive, and used me. And when Lady Veta found me, it was not in the sense that she was looking for me, is she was looking for something else, and took me with her, and made that pact with me, made a deal with me because I told her, and she wants vengeance for that, for the man that took advantage of me. That is why her timeline moved up. She cares very, very deeply about the people. She, like, not collects, but she finds people, she finds use and purpose from them, and sets them on the path and gives them knowledge and understanding, and like where to go and what to do. And I need that, because I'm not a planner. I don't make plans. I don't know. Like, she runs this place more than anything else. Like, and she was here last year. And people, like, the directors are in the pocket of her, some of them. And I could not do that on my own. So she
She reminds
doesn't
me
know.
of my mentor.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm sorry I dropped this on you. This is
It's okay. I asked. I want
no,
to know.
you're the first person I've told ever about all of this. And you shouldn't have to be. You shouldn't have to carry my burden. It's
This is not a burden. You're the first person I've told.
You see his face, it doesn't drop, but it kind of like settles. Like that nervous energy kind of just like leaves his body for a moment, and he relaxes and gives you like a soft smile of just like understanding. You now are the only two people in the world that could possibly understand each other like this. There may be others. Knowing now that at least 2 of the 7 monasteries attacked, the likelihood of other places having that is very high. But in this moment, it is the 2 of you against the world. Against whatever man was destroyed, whatever they were looking for. It's both of you knowing more about each other than either of you have told anyone else. And he just holds your hand. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know.
We're gonna find him.
course. There's nowhere that he can go that we can't find him.
Romy kind of like collects themselves and like, I don't know, just kind of like looks away for a second and then stands and like kind of like waits for Ivan for a second and then like goes to meet back with the
With
monsters.
Dash.
The homies.
With Dash, yes.
With Dash.
Oh yeah,
So-
Dash.
It's like you do see that
That
Ivan
was
like sits
so
at the table
intense.
and then he leaves like after a little bit. But
Oh my
So-
god.
you're left, the three of you, in a slowly entering ballroom as people start to trickle out. No one is paying attention to you guys.
Yay!
Serve.
Oh
Good.
my god.
Glad.
I might cry.
We can end it here if you want. Essentially have you guys either like collect to each other or go off to your own separate rooms. And then next year we can start Wednesday.
I say we say goodnight and go to our rooms.
Yeah.
I agree with this.
Oh my god.
So, you go off
I
to
have to
your
get
own
ready
separate
for my
rooms.
tea party.
You have like tomorrow, Romy is fighting again. You will again have to win at least 2 fights to move on to the next level. Dell has their tea party with Sheila Daniels, and Ash.
Gets a fucking break,
You
I
get
hope.
a break.
Thank God.
So,
Oh
ta-da!
my god.
I told you that other people would get crises.
Thank you. I needed a break. Ash needs a break.